Alright, returning home now to Montreal. Now, this is how you survive being an alcoholic in the airport with little to no discomfort. So there's these places called Revels, which are like convenience store shit. Like they have drinks and stuff, and there's a bar in them. But you don't go to yours. You go around the airport and find out when the other terminals are leaving. Like one's leaving at 7:15 and the other one's at 8:20. I'm gonna go to that fucking bar because the one in my terminal looks like this. I'm fucking tired. Not open. So I don't know if that reopens, but we're gonna see if it opens when I don't know more people are there. It's pretty packed now, so I'm gonna wait till those flights are gone and then go to that bar and just fucking smash a few beers. I have to eat dinner first though, and I'm gonna make it Burger King. Why not stop at eating like crap? Actually, I had Outback last night. It was very good. Nice filet mignon. And I'm going to show you that, and you'll see. And go. Drunken Pete reporting. Ranting, more like. I miss angry thinking about making this video. Okay, so as you saw there, everything looked great. The terminal was empty. I was alone at the bar. And the bartender was gone. He took off somewhere. Then he returns, and he's like, looks at me like, what are you doing here? And I'm like, hey, what's up? Can I get a beer? And he's like, yeah, he goes, you might as well take a couple because closing up after. I go, what do you mean closing up after? He goes, the terminal's gone. There's no more flights. Like, why would I be here? Serve me? So I got 2 Heinekens, and I drank them casually, and the guy starts putting up the chairs, and I'm like, this is quite awkward. Like, this sucks. I'm like, well, what other bars are open? It's now like 8:30. And he says, Outback might still be open. So I'm like, oh, okay. I finished my 2 beers. I see Outback. People are chilling, eating, whatever. It's not like an Outback restaurant. It's like a kiosk in the mall. It's very strange. I walk in, and I'm like, I'm just here for the bar. And the girl's like, okay. And I go to the bar, and all the chairs are up, but the bar is closed, okay? The bar is closed. And I'm like, oh, fuck. This sucks, you know? So I'm like, whatever. So I'm like, my flight is leaving in half an hour anyway. So my flight was at 9:15. And I was taking this one-way direct flight to Montreal because it was snowing. And I was supposed to stop in New York. And my mom transferred my flight. Bad idea. Very bad idea. And my other flight was at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So I get out back, and I'm like, okay. So what do I do? I'm like, whatever. I'll just go chill in my terminal. So I go to my terminal, and the girl's there, and it's like 9:20, 9:30. Like, this is late, you know? Because I'm zone 3. I'm a single person, not with kids, so you're always the last to board. I get there, and people are standing up ready to board in zone 1. And I'm waiting. And then, you know, it says boarding, whatever. Then the girl reaches behind the board and turns it off. And she says, hold on, and she leaves. She goes somewhere. And when she comes back, she says the flight is delayed. The pilot is going to make an announcement. Oh, what the fuck? So I'm sitting there, and I have my phone charged. There's Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi was the worst. Oh my god, I'm going to start really getting angry now. The Wi-Fi lasted for 15 minutes. And then you have to re-sign in with all this crap you have to do it through Facebook. And I was resetting my password, and then they give you a... And I can't use the data, because my phone was like... I had like 1 gig of data left on my phone, basically. So that eyebrow scratch was brutal. So then after about 40 minutes, the pilot comes out. And he's like, there's a leaking oil filter on the plane, and it has to be repaired and tested, and then we'll go. Should take about an hour. An hour. I just had 2 beers. I was okay at this point. So I'm like, whatever. So all the people that were zone 1 are like wandering around and sitting back down and whatever. And I'm like, well, I'm going to go walk around because I can't stay here, you know? Maybe I can find a bar. So then I'm walking, and I see the lounge. Like, there's a lounge, and it's not Air Canada. It was, like, Emirates, JetBlue, I don't know. So I go up this. I don't know what a lounge is. So, I mean, I know what it is. I thought you have to be, like, first class or, I don't know, whatever. So I go, and I see everyone's cleaning up the lounge. The bar is cleaning up. So I said to the girls there, I said, what is this? Like, what's the deal? I'm like, is this just for Emirates or just for whatever? And they're like, no. You can just pay $46 and you get drinks and food and snacks and you can take a shower. It's $46. But they're closing because basically the other two terminals, the planes are gone and ours is just there because it's fucked. And I'm like, oh, so you're not open? You don't say open all night? It's like, no, we're closing. Unless there's an emergency. I'm like, well, there is kind of an emergency, but it's like Air Canada, so they don't give a fuck. So I walked out of there like, okay, that sucks. So I'm walking on, there's nothing open. Even the Revive, or we call them Revel in the video, were closing. And it's like, there's no alcohol in there. You can't buy beer or nothing. There's the bar, which you saw was closed, and they had the other one closed down too. So I'm like, okay, this is whatever, I'll survive. I'm going to get on the plane soon, maybe, whatever, an hour. I started playing games on my phone. I go back after an hour, and there are now kids sleeping on the floor. It's brutal. People have spread out everywhere. And there's now no more girl there. I'm just like, okay, now it's like 10:30, quarter to 11. So I'm like, anything happening? So I see this guy. He's like, he was going up to the girl. I don't think he spoke French because she spoke French, but she was Haitian, so it's fucking hard to understand. English or French. Haitians have a bad accent. And they don't use the same words in French as we use in Quebec here. It's fucking annoying. So I asked him, and he's like, yeah, he said an hour and a half, but he goes, I haven't seen a truck go near that plane since. And I'm like, oh, great, that's good. Oh, great. Anyway, so I'm standing there, and I was watching them put some shit in the plane, man. Like, huge pallets, massive pallets, like, in the plane. 3 of them. I'm like, holy crap, that's a lot of stuff in a plane, you know? It was pretty exciting. I should have filmed it, but I was too busy jonesing. It's going to get worse. So then the pilot comes out again, and he's like, we're waiting for the part? Waiting for the part now. It's been like an hour and a half. So I'm freaking out now. I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm not even jonesing that bad. I'm just like annoyed at this point because I want to get on the plane. And it's like, it's kind of annoying. Like, you're getting in a plane that has a new part fixed, and like, I guess you're confident about that, but not really. And it's a 3-hour flight home. Spitting everywhere. So anyways, then it's like, I'm waiting, and my sister calls me, and she's like, what's going on? I'm like, well, they're waiting for a part, and it's like now 11 o'clock, and like, I don't know what to fucking do. I'm getting to be a bit desperate for a drink now. And she's like, well, just go somewhere and chill and sleep. And I'm like, 99% of the reason I drink is to fucking sleep. No alcohol, no sleepy. So then I go back at like 11:45, and I see the screen is back on, and it says, all fucking zones boarding. It's almost midnight. So we get on the plane. No scratcher. And as soon as I get on the plane, I notice there's no fucking movies or nothing on the like screens on the seat in front of you. It's a 232 plane. No technology whatsoever on the plane. It's an old plane, I guess. No wonder it's fucking breaking. And I'm like, I was going to watch a fucking movie. By the time I finish the movie, then I'll be home. Because, you know? So anyways, I'm like, anyways, there'll be alcohol on the plane. I'll be okay. We get to the back of the plane. Because that's where my fucking seat was. At the very back of the plane. And I'm like, at first I've ever been in a plane where I'm not near the wing. Like, I could see the wing, like, way up there. It wasn't that far up. But you're going to see in the video of me landing. So, I get on the plane, and I'm like, okay, the guy beside me is like passed out Jones, out of it, gone. Perfect. So I'm sitting there, and it takes a while, and then the pilot says, we're going to do a running takeoff because we're late. It's now midnight and a half, 12:30. I don't know what time it was. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So we take off really fast. It was pretty cool, you know? And then, so it's going up. You know, they gotta, like, settle down before they can bring out the drink trays and stuff, whatever, you know? So, oh my God, why is my nose running? So I'm sitting there in the back, and now I need a fucking drink like you wouldn't believe. I'm happy to be on the plane, but I'm pissed off there's no things, and it's one of the planes where they say, no electronic devices. Turn your phones off, and fuck you, like, whatever. So the plane finally starts to, like, straighten out, and I see them preparing the carts, and I'm like, yes, drinks are coming. You know, I have my credit card because I know they don't take cash or anything like that, and whatever. The carts start at the front of the airplane. It's a big fucking plane, and I'm in the fucking back. In the back. I see them go. And they're gone. I'm just like, oh my god, I'm looking over the sleeper geeper. I should have like said, can you start here? Like, can I just please? But I can't just like be a fucking major alcoholic like that. So they go to the front, and I'm like, oh my god. Now the babies start. And then the older kid, I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna fucking lose it. I'm shaking now a bit. I need a fucking drink. But I'm confident the drinks are coming. But they're just not coming very fast at all. So I'm waiting, and I can actually hear, like, the beer cans opening. And I'm like, they better not be like, oh, just pour a little bit of beer, and here you go. Give me the whole fucking can. It's like, for sure. Like, I want 6. Oh, my God. So I'm there, and I'm waiting, and I'm hearing cans opening. I'm hearing all kinds of... And finally! Like, God knows how long it's been. Like, I'm not talking 15 minutes. I'm talking, like, 25, 30, 40 minutes. I see a cart coming, and what do you look with it? And then I see the cart, I'm like, do you have alcohol? She said, oh, that's the cart that's coming up. This is just water and soft drinks. Get the fuck out. I don't want water and soft drinks. Fuck. So, oh my god, I'm freaking out. So then, finally, like, it's been a long time. The cart comes, and there's a girl on one side and a guy on the other, and they kind of almost pass by me, and the guy that's sleeping is just sleeping. He's fucking fine. Passed out. Like, what the fuck are you on? I need some of that. So then, it's like, yeah, do you want something? I go, yeah, do you have beer? And he's like, yeah, we have Heineken, and we have... I'm like, fuck off, I just do the Heinekens. I'm like freaking out. I'm like, that's 2. Can I get 2 Heinekens? Oh, as many as you want, sir. I'm like, oh, perfect. So he gives me the 2 Heinekens. I take my credit card out. It's a machine. He's fucking shoving it in, and then it doesn't work. I go, this doesn't fucking work? But the plane was very late. So the guy's just like, you know what, just take the drinks. I'm like, I'll just take the fucking drinks. Thank you very fucking much. I take my 2 fucking Heinekens. They look like this. I swear to God, if I would have had a fucking pair of scissors, which you don't have to bring on a plane, I would have fucking stabbed it and fucking shotgunned that fucker right away. One of them at least. But I had my beer and I was happy. And I said to the guy too, I go, like, well, what if I want more? He's like, well, I'm right here because I'm at the back of the plane. Just ring the people button. Like, when have you last seen that on a plane? You know, attendant, ding, ding, ding. Anyways, so then finally, I finished my 2 beers, like, within, like, 4 minutes and 17 seconds. And then we're flying, and I'm like, oh, well, you know what? I see the guy there. I'm going, ding! And the guy's just like, another beer? I'm like, yeah. So he just, like, reaches over Gaper von Sleepenstein and just passes me a beer. I'm like, now we're talking, buddy. This is working for me. Finally, fuck. It was amazing. So I'm drinking. At one point, I was ringing and handing him empties, like 3 or 4. I had like 7 beers on the plane. You know how much it cost for 2 beers? $14.75. I didn't have to pay for any of them. It was good. This is a happy ending to this fucking brutal fucking experience. And I didn't want to make this video. It's fucking 12 minutes long. Because it's like, I told a buddy about the experience. I'm like, I should make a video about it. And he said to me, like, usually when people say, oh, no, don't do that. That's stupid or whatever. I usually just do it anyways. Like, you know, do what you can't, you know? That didn't make any sense. So anyways, I'm like, I'm happy now and everything. I was going to make this video because people were like, my friend was like, you don't want to tell people how much of a fucking alcoholic you are and like, don't want people to know that side of you. This is my entire fucking channel. Like, what the fuck? Anyway, so that's it. This video goes out. I made it home at 3:30 in the morning after taking a cab ride. Also a brutal story. God, I hate cabs. And I got home at like 3:45, and I was like, I don't know, I got home at 3:45, almost 4 o'clock. I get in my apartment, and I'm like, I better have some fucking beer. I had this much Honey Jack and 3 beers. I'm like, that's it. I was just sitting here, numb as fuck, just going like, oh my God, I'm home. Thank God. I was happy. That's it. So, I made this fucking video. It sucked. It sucks to be an alcoholic when you can't drink. And I don't drink during the day. I'm fine all day. I used to drink at night. I didn't think it would be a problem at an airport. You know, but I guess it's different now. Or just airports in Florida suck balls and dicks, I guess. I don't know. That's rude. Okay, that's it. I go out. Bye! And I'm going to drink some Honey Jack as well. Fuck. Oh, God.